Hi, YouTubers. This is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics. Thank you for attending my live stream. I wanted to reach out to you guys today. I know it's late in the day, but you guys know I always bring you guys some type of video to help keep you guys motivated. Now, what I wanted to talk to you today, and thank you for the people that already signed in. Thank you for supporting My World of Metaphysics. What I wanted to talk to you guys today is a little motivation. This is something that will keep you going. It's something that I want to tell you about my life from, not really from rags to riches, but you do get the point. Hi. Well, again, this is a live stream. So whatever I say, there's no correcting. I tell you guys what it is from my experience, and I hope it helps you in your life. If you guys are new to this channel, this is the Law of Attraction Metaphysical Life Coaching channel. All the information I give you here is always done in an easy way for you to understand and put it into action. If you haven't went to my website, you can visit me at myworldofmetaphysics.com, where you can also get one-on-one coaching from me. You can go to my New Age store and buy crystals and candles and whatever else you want. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. And for all of those that follow me, I thank you and I appreciate it. So now I really want to talk to you guys about my life. And this is what I tell people, and this is what I would tell people if I had the ability to reach people globally in a mass amount, which is not saying that I don't, because I get a lot of people from all over the world reaching out to me. But this is what I would tell my own children or my nieces and my nephews. So you guys are getting it for free. Now, when I first started out, I was one of three children. My mom was a single parent. My father lived in the southern part of the United States of New York. I mean, not New York, but the southern part of the states. But she raised us as a single parent. I was one of the first people in my family to go to college. Now, when I first started out, I graduated a year early. I went on then and I went to school and I went for business. And while I was going to school for business, I was doing house cleaning, food service. So I had two part-time jobs. Now, listen to me, you guys. I was like 17 years old at this point. I was still partying and having fun, doing all the things that you guys probably did or are still doing. Listen, I don't tell people how to live their lives. I don't tell people not to go out there, and have fun. I don't do that. I tell you guys things as it is, as I did, as you're probably doing, and your children are probably doing. I tell you guys, what I did back then is that I was the party girl. People knew that I loved to do my dances, my two steps, and whatever it was. And I loved my old school rap, and I loved my old school music. So that was just me. But at the same time, people didn't know that when I went home, I always did something to excel. You see, I always believed that I was going to be successful in life. I always did. This is something that part of my law of attraction that I was putting into practice, that I was basically creating my life. And it didn't matter whatever situation I got myself in, I always tended to get out of it. If it was in school, if it was at work, I always seemed to attract someone in my life that would take me to the next level or would protect me if I wasn't on the right track. This was my entire life, all the way up until now, people. I want to explain. People might say, well, Yvette, that's just life. No, it's not. How the law of attraction works is whatever it is you're putting out there, God makes a way to move things out of the way to make that come true. So when I was out there partying and I was doing things, even though I was spending a lot of time doing work and a lot of time doing the things that I needed to do, God always made sure he put one or two people in my path to help me along. And usually these people were from higher levels. They were administrators. They were nursing directors. They were whatever it was to get me to that next level. God always placed them on my path. Now, when I say I went from house cleaning to food service, then I went to school. I graduated with my bachelor's in business. My associates in business From there, I went right directly into nursing, and I got my nursing degree back in 95. And then I went on to my bachelor's and my master's. Then I went to school for some ministry work. All of these things I did, including purchasing my first house when I was 29, 30, when I was 30 years old. From there, purchasing at 40, my first apartment building, okay? I purchased my first apartment building. It wasn't a 2-family. It wasn't a 3-family. I jumped right in there with the big dogs, and it was a 12-family unit building. It was a huge apartment building. I did all these things, buying my house, selling my house without a realtor, people. I bought and sold my building without a realtor, saving thousands and thousands of dollars. I bought and sold my house without a realtor. I bought this townhouse. This townhouse there was a realtor involved because it was a new construction and they were already in place. You had to go through them. But the fact is that what I'm telling you guys is whatever it is I put my mind out to do, I did. And I want to tell you guys about giving up. I speak to a lot of people. Thank you for all the comments. I speak to a lot of people out there, and this was back when I was younger, and this is now. I'm still seeing the same patterns. Things have gotten a little better, much better, to tell you the truth. But there's still a lot of patterns that I see now that was back then. My girlfriends can always tell you, oh no, Yvette used to sit there and say, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful. And we were all at this party, and it was just something that I was saying. If you spoke to them today, they would say, wow, back in the late 80s, Yvette was saying what she was going to do. And she did it. I actually spoke my life into existence. I was never afraid to take a chance, do a change. There was so many times in my life that people told me, oh, Yvette, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That's not going to work for you. Oh my God, you're going to do that? You're going to take that drive? And every time I made a move, it was for the better. And then guess what? 2, 3, 4 years down the line, the same people that told me not to do something, they came later. I'm serious. 3, 4 years later, the same people I left was now with me. These are the things that I'm telling you about not giving up in life, not giving up on your dreams, always sitting there, setting your intention, setting your ship for the direction you want to go in. This is important because you never know when you might reach that finish line and the doors of your Jericho or your golden gates open up for you. Now, I'm still moving on my path, and I'm going to tell you guys this right now. It is already inside of me, believed and already basically manifest, okay, that I will be a millionaire very soon. That is just the way it is. I am a millionaire already spiritually, and it's due time for it to manifest in my life. And I'm speaking that out to you right now. Now, this is not something I focus on all the time, but it's just something that I already know. And I'm telling you guys this as I told people back in the late 80s about where I would be at this moment. This is what each and every one of you can do. Whatever it is, you have a passion or you got talent to do, use it. Figure out what it is that you can do to make a career out of it. I'm not telling any of you guys to give up your jobs, to do something dramatically. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm telling you guys to make a plan. Find out in your life, what is it you like to do? Now, the secret to this is, what is it that you would do if you were retired? What is it that you would continue to do if no one paid you for it? What is it that you would continue to do if you was a millionaire? That will give you an idea of where it is you want to be and what it is you want to do. These are things you guys have to start paying attention to. If you got a passion, use it. I have a brother. He's into all types of herbs, and he can tell you anything about what to take for anything. He gives me my lotions, my oils for my skin. He does all of that. And he's about to let it all out, because what it is, this is something he loves to do. This is something he can tell you about without even thinking. It just rolls off his tongue. That's when you know something is meant for you to do. Something is meant for you. Now, when it comes down to metaphysics, crystals and candles and oils, back in the days, this is what I've been doing since I was 14 years old. But I didn't come out. No, I didn't come out because at that time I was afraid of what other people might think. At this point, I don't care. I really don't. This is who I am. So you take me or you leave me. But this is what I do. I speak universal truths. I talk about angels and candles and crystals and manifesting. That's what I do. And I try to give you guys the information to help change your life. I don't tell you anything on this channel that I haven't done before and that I will not do again. I tell you guys what it is, and it's not all about making money, or because believe me, people, YouTube don't pay basically hardly anything, okay? It really don't. I'm going to tell you that right now. I can make more money as a nurse, I'm going to tell you right now, doing private duty. I gave that all up because I am doing something that I love to do. This is something that I wanted to express to you guys. When I made up my mind to go for this, to do what I want to do, to build up a following and start my blogging and open up my e-commerce store, that is what I wanted to do. And it's not completely finished in the direction that I'm taking it, but it's a start. And I'm taking it where I want to go, but I'm doing it very slowly and patiently. But the thing is, you guys, I got so many comments here. But the thing is, you guys, is you have to follow your dreams and you cannot give up. Even if you take baby steps, some of you guys are out there probably working 2 jobs like I was doing. Okay. Now, listen, I didn't have to work 2 jobs, but my cost of living was kind of elevated. The more money you make, the more you want. So I always wanted a beautiful place. Like I'm in this beautiful townhouse on the water. I always wanted a nice car. I had Range Rovers. I had convertible Volvos. I had Volvo SUVs. I done had all of this stuff. Forerunners. Back in the days when we were in our 20s, I was driving around with a $30,000, $40,000 car. So these are things that I spoke into existence and I always had. Now, believe me, people, I wasn't always the smartest person in the class. No, I wasn't. But I was very determined and very motivated. That's what caused me to graduate at 16. These are the things that I tell you, and I'm encouraging you to follow your dreams and set that intent to know what it is for you, to know that you can have anything in your life that you desire. That is the way it goes. Now, I have a whole lot of comments here, and I just want to reach out to you guys and say hello, hello. God bless you too. Yes, I am speaking the truth. And thanks again for the videos and so many people. Hi, Queen, and happy and grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yes. I want to be okay. Listen, if you want to be a musician, you go ahead and you go for it. I just want to tell people thank you. And yes, the universe provides for each and every one of you. A lot of people, what is this? I've been trying to manifest, have been thinking about giving up. Hey, look, let me tell you about manifesting and giving up. You're going to manifest in your life regardless to if you're aware of it or not. Either you're going to manifest by default or you're going to take control of your life. Now, a lot of you guys make the mistake by saying, I'm trying to manifest something, and you guys are focused so much on it, it's coming from a point of denial, a point of fear. And that's something I want to talk to you guys about. If you guys are so focused on whatever it is you're trying to manifest, it's not going to happen. It's just like that woman wanting to get pregnant, wanting to have a child and not being able to get pregnant. And then once she lets it go, she ends up having twins or triplets. The person that wants that job and putting out 10 resumes and not being called. And once they let it go, they get called by 3 and 4 different people. Now they got 3 and 4 job offers. This is how the law of attraction works. You have to trust in the God that dwells inside of you. Put it out there. Listen, at that time when I was setting my intent, it wasn't like I was saying, oh, universe, this is what I'm going to have. No, it wasn't. It was just me saying, hey, look, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be a nurse. I'm going to live in a nice house. I'm going to drive nice cars. Listen, you guys don't have to believe me. I'm just telling you what it is and how it's going to be. And then as time moved on, the right people were always there to put me in those higher positions. At this point, you guys, I have one of the highest positions at my job. I was even offered even higher positions, and I turned that down. You can have whatever it is you want in life. But right now, I am comfortable where I am because I have another calling, a greater calling. And this is what I do. And I'm not going to take time from what I'm doing now to indulge in other things. Okay. I might work a little bit as a nurse practitioner, put in a couple of extra hours somewhere. But when it comes down to occupying my time, taking me away from my dreams, I decided not to do that. And believe me, it was costly. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at the long road and I know my dreams are coming true, just like I said so back in the 80s. You guys all can manifest whatever it is. But the whole thing is, you guys can't give up. You guys can't let other people influence you. One thing that I tell you guys, and I tell you guys each and every time, don't tell people your business. Whatever it is you're trying to do, hey, look, you can tell your close friends and then let it go. Say it and let it go. And then one day they're going to come back to you and they're going to remember you saying that. Keep your business to yourself. Wipe off the fear. Get out there and take steps. Take action steps towards what it is that you want. I tell people this all the time. You must take action steps towards what it is that you want. Nothing is going to drop in your lap. I don't care whatever book you read. Some of you guys might manifest things like that on occasion. And listen, I've done it also. But on a day-to-day basis, you have to take action. And then the doors will open up for you. God would then have something to work with to help manifest your dreams. Like you can't get that house if you're sitting in your old apartment or your old house. You have to get out there, fix your credit, and get out there and start looking at houses. The way I did, the way I ended up here. Again, I came here a year and a half before I even bought this place and knew it was too much for me, but I got a feather to let me know that this place was going to be mine. What I did, I brushed it off because I was just like, oh, it's too expensive. And I just went on my way with my vision boards, with my driving around with my mother, looking at townhouses, having a nice time, a gay time, the best time when this property popped back up in my life. It is unbelievable how the law of attraction works. If you don't believe me, go to my law of attraction success playlist. Watch how I manifest my townhouse. Watch how I sold my previous house. Watch how I sold my building. Actually got rid of an IRS problem. Watch how I manifest the Volvo that I had a couple of years ago. All of these things is on my YouTube channel to let you guys know that these things exist. And they're not coming as what you may think, like all of a sudden a pile of money just going to drop out of the sky. It's not going to be that way. It's going to be something that, hey, you're at work and they found out that they owed you extra money that may have been from 10 years. I put that video out, how I manifest $20,000 a year and a half ago from nowhere. And it came from my job. I didn't question it. I just let it go. I was grateful for the $20,000. And if you haven't seen that video, please go to that video. And again, my videos always come to you to show you how things manifest in all of our lives. I've manifested good things, bad things, and I take full responsibility for everything in my life that has happened, good or bad, because I know I created it. I can actually go back in my life and pinpoint my thinking at that time when that bad thing happened. Never give up on your dreams. Make an action plan, put it into action, and take your time with it. Stop looking over your shoulder every single moment to see if it's going to manifest. That's when it's not going to manifest. It's going to manifest when you get out there and you enjoy life while you're doing so. These are the things that I want to tell you guys. If you guys want to change your life, make sure you make a plan. Steer your ship in that direction where you want to go. If you all over the place, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you are just confusing the universe. Set a plan. Find out exactly what it is that you want and go for it. Now, again, I want to look at some comments real quick to see what some other people are saying. I thank you for all the comments. Love, love, love. Exactly. Never stop dreaming. Thank you. Yes, you're absolutely right. I've been trying. Okay, we read that. And you keep on manifesting. Manifest. Oh, thank you for the compliment. That whole part. Okay, what do you mean by let go? Leave. Okay, when I say let go, I'm saying don't harbor on whatever it is you're trying to do. Don't look over your shoulder every minute trying to see when something's coming. I'm going to manifest some money, and then every minute you're like running to the mailbox and you're saying affirmations, scripting, doing mirror work, doing visualization. If you sign up for one of my coaching sessions, I tell you, whoa! I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If you guys think that I'm running around visualizing, saying affirmations, scripting, and doing mirror work every single minute of my day, you're absolutely wrong. One thing that I can actually say is that I do the most is that when I get up in the morning, I do talk to myself in the mirror. I say, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus, for waking me up this morning. Thank you, God, for blessing me with 30-something years at my job. Thank you, God, for almost allowing me to retire very soon and probably early. Thank you, God, for all the money that you have given me over my life. And thank you, God, for my parents, my mother, my brothers, my father, my aunts and uncles, the world, the whole New York, the whole East Coast, West Coast, the whole United States, the whole entire world. Thank you for all the people, the animals, the trees, the Mother Earth. This is what I do in the morning. So I do things like that, sending out love for all the people that follow me on YouTube, all the people that call for sessions. I do all these things. Another thing, I visualize. I'm a visual person. I got a vivid imagination. I do that, but this is not something that I go around doing all the time. If I do scripting, I do scripting once and I read it over and over again, but I don't focus on it. I might read it once today or 2 times tomorrow, or whatever like that. But it's not my main thing that I'm focused on, but I do pay attention to it. And by me visualizing every day, talking to myself every day, and then reading what I wrote once or twice or whatever, it all pulls in together. I got people calling me and they're telling me that they're doing all of these things and they're wondering why it's not coming. Because you're working in default. You're working in fear. You're working doing all this stuff because you believe it's not going to come true. So you try to pile it all in there. And that's working, actually not believing. And that is what's going to come up. If you're trying to manifest money in that way, you might manifest debt. And I can actually tell you your manifestation worked, but it actually gave you what you wanted. And that was fear of not having. So what the universe gave you is a lack of money. So it happens, people, and these things happen. And I'm trying to let you know the law of attraction is going to work if you like it or not. It's going to work regardless to what any of us here are saying. It works. It's either you take full control over what it is, or you just let it run wild like a ship in the ocean without a compass going all over the place. That is what you do. That is what you're doing when you're not taking full control over your life. Okay. I know what direction I'm going into. Sometimes I might get a little discouraged and I got to step back a little bit. At that time, I go out and have some fun with my girlfriends. Okay. But other than that, I refocus myself and I said, let me get back in order and let me go forward with my ship steering ahead. Now, God bless. God bless. Okay. Should I also write an intention? Listen, if you're trying to manifest something, I tell everyone, find some me time to yourself, private time, and write something out. When I say write it out, you write it out and you just keep it short and you write out exactly what it is you want and exactly when you want it, if there's a time frame. And then you write that out. By you writing it, it actually puts something more in motion. But I'm not telling you guys to go out there and write a book, because the more you do something, you're doing it too much and you start confusing the universe. Like I said with visualization, you're going to visualize. Keep it to 1 or 2 minutes. The more you start visualizing, going into 5, 10 minutes, then you start pulling in all other type of thoughts, and then you start confusing the universe. So I tell people, when you visualize, make your mind movie like 1 or 2 minutes so that you don't confuse the universe by stopping to think about, oh, where is my brother today? Where is my husband? Oh my God, I didn't do my work. That's when you start having all these other thoughts come in. So I say keep it at 1 to 2 minutes, and that's fine. Thank you for the teachings. Thank you. When you let go, just that just means don't be anxious. Well, it's but instead excited. Yeah, you can say that. But the thing about letting go is to do whatever it is, your visualization, your affirmation, whatever you're doing, thank God for it and go on about your day. Go on to work, go on, and don't think about it no more. Okay? Until you get ready to visualize again, until you get ready to say your affirmation. Why you're saying it more than once is because you're trying to convince or reprogram your subconscious mind that this is true in your life. Once your subconscious mind believe what you are saying completely, there is absolutely no way you can't manifest it. And that is the way it is, and that is law. That is the way it goes. Now, like I said, every one of us is going through a trial and tribulation. Every one of us is going through a learning experience. It's up to us to work on ourselves to get to that area in life. And let me tell you this, you guys, one area in your life could be well, another one in your area, another one of your areas may not be so well, because you may have convinced your subconscious mind in this area, but in this area you have not. This goes for money, this goes for your career, this goes for your relationships, your husband, your friends, whatever it is that you're talking about. Every single thing in your life has its own attraction to you. Okay, it could be a certain situation. You could have got ripped off a long time ago. And every time you run into that type of situation, you get ripped off again. Why? Because in that particular part of your life, you have convinced your subconscious mind that you're going to be ripped off. And again and again and again and again, you get ripped off. The rest of your life might be all right, but it's just that part. That's just the way it goes, people. There's probably thousands of areas in our lives that we have attracted something good or bad. But when things happen that's not on your not in alignment with what you want, just step back and know and say to yourself, what is it that I did? What is it that I'm doing that is attracting this to me? Okay? The whole purpose of this video is to let you guys know I did food service. I did house cleaning, both together, part-time. I went to school for business, from business to nursing, to bachelor's, to master's. Each one of these things I did. And a lot of people said, I told a lot of these people these things when I was younger, and we all kept partying and nobody paid me any mind. If you ask any of these people today, they will actually tell you that I spoke this into existence. They will actually tell you that I had pictures in my home of what it is that I wanted. I have a friend that told me, and I didn't remember, he remembered it. He said, I remember one time you said you was going to get a car, and you had this picture of your car, and you said that you were going to get that car. And he said, you got it. Now, here is somebody that I don't remember saying that to, but I knew I did it. And then he actually remembered and brought it to my attention like 25 years later. These are things that I did very young, and I told people, and I just kept moving, having fun, enjoying life. But at the same time, God moved things out of my way and brought things to me. Again, in certain areas of my life, I attracted a whole lot of negativity. So I'm just letting you know that you guys are not alone. None of you guys are alone. We all do it. But the whole thing is, long as you can get back up, long as you can stand up, there is nothing in this world that is that devastating that you can't move on. It might be a little difficult at first. You might have to go through some grieving, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, there is nothing that can stop you guys from reaching your point as long as you don't give up. You will not fail as long as you don't give up. A lot of people, you got the Wright brothers. They tried thousands of times to do whatever they were trying to do. There was another person that was trying to do what they were trying to do too, and he failed and gave up. It was just the Wright brothers that kept going, and they were the one that came up and got all the recognition for the airplane. Okay, so these are things that I'm trying to tell you guys. If you guys got dreams out there, if you guys want to do something in your life, you can do it. There is absolutely no way you can do it. My thing is, seek the education, whatever it is that you need to back up what it is you need to do. If you want to be a teacher, you're going to have to go to school and learn. If you want to be a creator or somebody on YouTube or whatever else you want to do, look up the information and try to be the best creator that you can be. Whatever it is in your life, once you gain that knowledge and you critique your skills and you make it the best that you can make it, God then will move things out of your way to make sure you are brought forward. These are the things that it is. Keep going. Don't give up. I'm telling you a story from rags to riches. Now, remember, you guys, right at this moment in the physical realm, I am not a millionaire, but spiritually, I am already a millionaire. I already received dreams. I already seen it completely. So my whole thing is, when it happens, I will come back to YouTube and I will make sure you guys are aware. I mean, I don't know if I'll tell you everything, but when I come on and I start smiling, just know that my life is going very well. Now, I want to say somebody's here from San Francisco. I want to say thank you. I went to San Francisco a couple of times. It's a beautiful place. A lot of hills, but it's a beautiful place. What is a black feather? Well, a feather is a feather, but it's a lot of things that you see in your life is represented by what you believe it is. When I see feathers, no matter what color the feather is, it's always a sign to me that my angels are near, and that whatever direction I'm taking, whatever direction I'm going in, it is a clear sign that I'm on the right path. When I bought this house right here, I actually got a feather right before I walked in off the balcony. It was in between the guy that was showing me the place and myself, and it came right before me. I knew what the feather meant, but I disregarded it because I just was at this place just for the heck of it. So feathers is whatever you want to make it, okay? Black doesn't always have to be negative unless you associate negativity with that color. So that's up to you. Okay, so, somebody's from Florida. Hi, Florida. Okay, I got Alabama in the house. Oh my God. Yes, I see. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my God. People, I've been having people support me and help me and continue on my mission. Yes, that is great. What if you want to pursue something but need, listen, don't let money stop you from getting wherever you need to be. Don't let money stop you from doing whatever you want to do. Listen, when I was going to school, I had a house. I paid myself to go to school, didn't take out a loan. I did not take out a loan, but I did my thing. I worked. I had a little part-time job. The part-time job paid for myself to go to school. I never wanted another loan, and I did what I needed to do. There's some things that I want to do right now. And what I did, I had to do a little sacrificing because I'm looking at the long run and how my life is going to take me. There's always a solution for everything, people. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're thinking that you can go out and spend thousands of dollars on trips and do this and do that and do that, hey, look, and then want to do something else, it's not going to work, okay? I'm telling you, if you have a plan, go forward with it, but compromise, okay? If you got bad credit and you want a car, hey, look, stop spending so much. Start working on your credit and then go forward. Now, you don't have to have excellent credit to get a car or a house, but the whole thing is start working on it so that God, the universe, can know that you're very serious about what you want and help you get attached to the right person that's going to make that deal go through. That's just the way it goes, people. When I got my Volvo, my neighbor was the lawyer for a whole slew of dealers. My neighbor actually took me down, had me go down to the Volvo dealer, and the owner actually came down and made sure I got my house. And they must have taken off $10,000 off my car for the deal to work out. Why? Because I was doing other things, and at that time my money was tied up. But I'm just telling you, by me walking out the house saying, I love your car, you know I'm trying to get one, all of a sudden, voila, what? That's what you want? Come on down to the house. Before I knew it, they were making a call, and I was at the dealer that evening. This is the way the law of attraction works, and this is how it will work for you if you guys just open yourselves up to whatever is going to happen. Now, I'm going to answer a few more questions, and then I'm going to sign off. How do you get past mental and creative blocks? Blocks predict. Listen, you guys have to set the intent if you're going to do whatever it is you need to do. So if you're going to do your spiritual work, your visualizing, or whatever you're going to do, you really need to set a time and just be creative and start visualizing. Start visualizing whatever it is that you want. But if things don't come as clear as you want it to, keep working on it. I have a video in here, how to visualize. So I do want you guys to go back to my playlist. I got videos on scripting, videos on mirror work, videos on visualization, on affirmation. Everything is there for you in the YouTube videos playlist for you guys to create the life that you want. Please go to it. It's free. I also have a blog that you guys can go to. And if you have some extra money, you guys can go sign up for my coaching at one-on-one coaching sessions. Okay. So the comments are coming in, but I have to go. I have South Carolina here. Hey, look, I was in South Carolina 3 weeks ago. Beautiful, beautiful place. That's where my family's from. I have affirmations affirmations help me a whole lot. Whatever you say is whatever you're thinking. Whatever you say is what's coming from the inside. So you must remember that. Your words will not come back to you void. So whatever you put out there, you are actually helping yourself convince or reprogram your subconscious mind. So watch what you say, watch what you joke about, watch what you say to your friends, because actually the universe is listening and watching everything that you do. I haven't seen this month happy. I haven't seen her in months. Happy I came. Oh, okay. Oh, blessing. Imagination overrides everything. I've seen people manifest things without having a lot of money and receive. Yes, exactly. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this right now. I manifest $20,000 a year and a half ago, and I keep pulling in money. I just got another check for some money that came to me. So things happen, and it's all because of the imagination. Yes. I'm watching you from the UK. Hello, UK. Okay, great. Well, listen, I'm glad I tuned in. Thank you. Jamaica. Hey, Jamaica. Listen, I just wanted to let you guys all know that I'm here and I'm supporting you. And I wanted to throw this video out, this live stream video, to help you guys on your way. The whole thing for today is never give up. Focus on what it is that you want and keep it to yourself and keep moving forward. That is the main thing. And you cannot do anything else but manifest it. It's when you doubt yourself. It's when you give up. It's when you start thinking that you can't do it. It's when the fear comes in of what other people are going to think, or what is it going to be if I get where I'm going to be, if I get where I'm going, if I get where I'm headed to. It's always going to be some kind of fear that's going to attack you in some way or somehow. So I'm just telling you guys to please wipe it out. Wipe it off your shoulder and keep moving. But I'm going to have to go. And I thank you guys for joining in with me with this live session. Listen, I love to hear your comments. Always send me comments. And I thank you, and I thank you, and I thank you. Blessings to all of you. This is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics. You could always follow me at myworldofmetaphysics.com, where you can get one-on-one coaching. I do tarot readings also. You can also go to store.myworldofmetaphysics.com if you want crystals and candles and sage, anything for your spiritual practice, anything. Again, this is Yvette. I want to say thank you, and namaste. Bye.